Okay, good evening everybody and welcome to our Expert in the House Discover ASEA presentation tonight. My name is Julie Watts and I am a triple diamond with ASEA, and I am extremely privileged to bring you this information tonight. So my background, I didn't finish high school, I don't have a high school diploma. I spent 25 years as a hairdresser and another 15 years as a real estate agent. And then I found ASEA and moved into network marketing. And I have to say, it was the best thing I ever did in my whole life. My husband and I worked on the 40-40-40 plan. We worked, the 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire on 40% of our income. And literally I worked double that. I probably worked 80 hours. For 40 years. And if it wasn't for ASEA, because of circumstances totally beyond our control, we would have had to remain working for many, many years. Technology and automation are replacing people every single day. And of course, the coronavirus pandemic has disrupted life as we know it all over the world, and millions of people's lives have been changed forever. And this is why you need a plan B income. It's really important. Circumstances can change and it could change beyond your control. It just could be completely out of your control. And even when you think your job is safe today, it actually may not be. And of course, somebody could simply get sick unexpectedly in your family and not be able to work and bring in the income they're bringing in. And this, of course, again, is why everybody needs to think about a plan B income. And ASEA Redox is truly the missing link to, of course, better health, and you're here to learn about that as well. But it can also be the missing link to better wealth. ASEA products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure or prevent any medical condition or disease. They simply empower your body to heal naturally by adding back the redox molecules that your body needs for its critical cell signaling processes. And every cell in your body makes them, but we are not making enough of them today. ASEA truly is the biggest breakthrough of our lifetime, the single greatest health science breakthrough of our lifetime. It really is. I truly believe that. ASEA is health and anti-aging technology. It's a total new category of science. And for 2 decades, science had actually declared it was impossible. Impossible to put these molecules into a bottle and stabilize them so that we could supplement with them. And even impossible simply to make them in the first place. But all the patents in this product lie behind the stabilization of these molecules so that we can actually supplement with them. Before we talk about what it really is, we really need to understand what it is not, because we call it a supplement and many people get the wrong impression. ASEA is not a vitamin, a mineral, an antioxidant, an exotic juice, an alkaline water, an energy drink, a steroid, and it is absolutely not a medication. ASEA Redox goes way beyond nutrition and ingredients, and it impacts your health at a depth that no other supplement could ever come close to achieving. And for many, it truly, truly does represent the missing link to better health. It is the world's first and only redox cell signaling supplement. So you might be wondering, well, why am I here? Well, you're here because somebody you love, somebody that cares about you, thought you needed to know about this information. And considering that less than 1% of the population actually know about this, you are very lucky that this person invited you here tonight to learn about ASEA and redox technology. You might be wondering, why am I hearing about this from you? Word of mouth is really the only way that a product like ASEA can get out to the market. Because of the way it's made and what is on the bottle, you can't just put it on a supermarket shelf and expect people to understand it. Nobody knows what redox is right now. So it needs to be shared person to person, like this. And you might also be wondering, why hasn't my doctor told me about it already? The reality is your doctor doesn't know about it yet. This technology truly is 10 to 15 years ahead of its time, but it is getting there. This is an advert to the Redox World Congress for 2019, and down here is the ad for the one that was supposed to be in France in 2020. International Conference on Oxidative Stress Reduction, Redox Homeostasis and Antioxidants. This is huge. This has been going on every year, and it actually used to be called the Conference for Antioxidants, but now it is actually the World Redox Congress. So science is starting to catch up with what actually goes on with redox. And if you live in Australia, you can have a look at this. You know, the University of New South Wales has not that long ago opened a redox biology lab. And, you know, this is off their front page, and it says, about us, the Redox Biology Laboratory aims to understand how fundamental biochemical events called reduction and oxidation, redox for short, reactions control cardiovascular and immune cell function, and how dysfunction of these redox processes contribute to cardiovascular and immune-based diseases. ASEA is way ahead of that game. ASEA does, and redox molecules do much more than this. But there are universities all over the world now actually opening labs and studying redox biology and redox biochemistry. These are the wonderful founders of ASEA. They are incredible men, and there is a wonderful video about how these gentlemen actually got this technology and how they turned down a huge offer from a pharmaceutical company so that we could share this technology with the world at the right price with the people who need it. Because had a pharmaceutical company got their hands on it, that is not what would have happened. So you can have a look at that story at www.aseagenesisvideo.com. If you're not familiar with that, please go and look at it. It is an incredible story. But these men are truly beautiful people. I know them personally, and I'll be forever grateful for their decision to turn down a pharmaceutical offer on this technology. And of course, when they did that, they really did need to figure out how to get this product to the world. And they chose network marketing, direct sales, word of mouth, whatever you would like to call it, but it's people telling people about the products. So let's get back to redox signaling. Redox molecules are totally native to your body. Every single cell in your body makes redox molecules. And if you would like to have a healthy heart, then you'd better have healthy heart cells. If you want a healthy brain, then you'd better have healthy brain cells. And for me, as you'll see in my story shortly, I wanted to have healthy skin, and I needed to have healthy skin cells. So redox molecules are made in every single cell, and they're made in the mitochondria. And the mitochondria are the power plants in our cells. And our cells contain salt water. Every cell in our body contains saline solution, and our mitochondria make redox molecules from the saline solution in our cells. And there are already over 19,000 peer-reviewed articles and 15,000 books published on this subject. Redox signaling molecules are involved in virtually every single major body system and function that we have, and they are key to cellular rejuvenation and renewal, foundational to healthy cell signaling throughout the body. Without them, we would be in big trouble. And in fact, if we weren't making redox molecules, we wouldn't be alive very long. But what is happening with us today is with age, diet, stress, and environmental toxins, all of these things are slowing down our redox signaling, and we're having deficiencies and imbalances. We have diminished cellular efficiency and function, and the whole cellular process is just becoming bogged down and slow and sluggish. And you really are beginning to see and feel the visible effects of aging. Our bodies are truly the most complex communication network in the universe, literally. And if we have any breakdown in our cellular communication, then we are in trouble. And a good way to explain this is like if you have a house on fire and you have a strong cell signal, you can call the fire brigade in and they'll come and put the fire out. But what happens if you don't have a strong cell signal? Then, of course, you can't put the fire out and the house burns down. And sadly, that's kind of what's happening in our bodies today. If your cells can't signal, little else matters. And that is truly a fact. And ASEA Redox is the world's first and only redox cell signaling supplement that supplies the body with the resources that are so critical for this cell signaling to happen. And ASEA harnesses the power of the exact same molecules that your body uses and makes for this critical cell signaling process. That is pretty incredible. Let's have a look at signaling at a genetic level. Tourette Laboratories actually did an 8-week genetic study on ASEA Redox. It was a double-blind placebo-controlled study, and it was shown to activate 5 important gene signaling pathways by 20 to 31%. That is not a little bit. And those pathways positively affected 5 key areas of health, and they are immune system response, inflammatory response, cardiovascular health, digestive health, and hormone modulation. So how would you like to have the signaling to these areas of your health increased by 20 to 31%? I'm sure it would make a difference to your life. Just one of the genes they tested is called EGR1, and EGR1 influences additional 15 pathways. And these are things like insulin signaling, thyroid stimulating hormone signaling pathway, ovarian fertility genes, serotonin receptor signaling, and circadian rhythm related genes, which of course has to do with sleep and shows why a lot of people's sleep improves when they start taking ASEA. But one of the really important pathways is pathway 4 because it's about antioxidant health. Oxidative stress is the #1 health risk factor that we all face today, and the NRF2 pathway is critical for the production and activation of your own body's master antioxidants, glutathione and superoxide dismutase. And previous ASEA Redox studies have shown up to an 800% increase in these powerful antioxidants. And of course, that doesn't happen to everybody that takes ASEA, but it can happen to people who need it. Your body is adaptogenic or modulating, and it will, ASEA and redox molecules will only do things that your body is needing. Previous ASEA Redox studies have also shown that redox molecules will lower oxidized LDL and lower oxidized DNA. And again, these are things that you don't really want floating around in your body causing mischief. ASEA Redox impact on antioxidant health is truly nothing short of staggering. So this is my ASEA journey and why I do what I do now and why I was introduced to ASEA in the first place. This is a picture of me. It was a very long time ago, and it's not about this particular illness, but it is about what the treatment for this illness did to my immune system. Previous to having this disease, I had a lot of abnormal cells on my skin. I had had them cut out of every part of me. And my doctor told me after I had had this treatment that, you know, my immune system was so compromised that they were just going to get worse, and they did. So you can see previous areas where I've had abnormal cells removed, and of course this was a new operations. And while my nose and my cheek was healing up, they even took more out. And at that point they couldn't. This is a H flap here at the top because it's shaped like a H, and my doctor had major difficulty actually stitching me up then and broke the sutures a couple of times. And basically we had to move on to other treatments. So this is one particular treatment that I had had several times already. And this is not abnormal cells, but it is a treatment for abnormal cells. So it reacts where there are abnormal cells, basically. So you can see they just kept coming. And then this was the last treatment that I had. Again, it was a treatment. It was placed on my chest and all over my face, and it only reacts where there were abnormal cells. This was the photo that had me introduced to Renew 28, actually, the gel, to help my skin after this treatment. And I'll be forever very grateful for that phone call, because since I started using that gel and taking ASEA, I have not had an issue with my skin. So a failure of your immune system to activate antioxidants is called oxidative stress. And a failure of your immune system to detect, repair, and replace damaged cells is called inflammatory stress. And these are the two major things that cause illness in us. And this was my story. When I was introduced to ASEA, I had every single thing on this list. This was my life from the age of 16. And of course, some of it I had gotten over before ASEA. And now, after 5 years on ASEA, I am off all of my medication. And I'm not for 1 minute saying that ASEA cured any of these things, because it didn't. That's not what it did. I was just highly inflamed. I had a lot of inflammatory stress. My body was highly inflamed, and over it was 9 months for me before I really, really started to notice some things changed dramatically. So it took 9 months, which is fair enough, for my body to have its inflammation reduced by taking ASEA regularly. So, don't expect things to happen overnight, because this is not a drug and it's not a cure for anything. What it actually does is deal at a cellular and genetic level with your oxidative stress and your inflammatory stress. It's also wonderful for athletes. We really do have an athletic breakthrough. ASEA Redox is empowering athletes to experience improvements in endurance, strength, recovery, and mental stamina. And because ASEA is made from saline solution, it does not contain any banned substances, and we even have Olympic athletes that take this product. So it cannot be picked up in a drug test, because you're simply putting back something your body is already making. Mice drinking ASEA Redox for only 7 days were actually shown to run 29% further to exhaustion by burning fat for fuel. Mice don't run 29% further for nothing. And here are just some of our ASEA athletes. And you can see we have gold medal swimmers. These are Olympic gold medal swimmers, these guys, and they are still ASEA athletes today and have been for quite some time now. We have a Paralympian, Michelle Salt. We have Ironmen and triathletes. And if you'd like to check out all of our ASEA athletes and what they actually say about our products, you can go to www.aseaathletes.co, not .com, .co. So let's have a quick look. It's a 2-minute video on what medical professionals have to say about Redox technology in ASEA.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants. And the contraction of that name is redox.
So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. These redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. And you can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. That's a game changer.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries. But now we have something that actually goes even deeper.
Redox signaling molecules are like the DNA whisperer. They signal cells to be healthy. And because of age, because of medications, because of toxicity in the environment, you lose your ability to make the redox signaling molecules. So having them with ASEA simply replenishes what your body is doing natively when you were young. You know, I've been in the business for 40 years, and this is the first time that I've ever heard about the redox signaling molecules, which to me is a breakthrough of the 21st century, akin to the electric light bulb in the 20th century and maybe even the discovery of penicillin. Because your body is a redox signaling program, and to be able to replenish it on a day-to-day basis, internally and externally, is not just a breakthrough, it's a game changer.
It's so true that our bodies are redox signaling programs. I love the way Louise Gittleman says that. And it truly is empowering people all over the world to feel better than they have for a very long time. We have ASEA Redox, which is our cellular health from the inside out. And then, of course, we have our fabulous Renew 28, which is cellular health from the outside in. It is totally validated by third-party independent science, and you can look up all of these. It's actually very heavily patented, which is why no one else has the ability to make redox signaling molecules that we can supplement with. There is absolutely nothing else like it in the world. So I just would like to move on to our Renew Advanced range now. Two of these products actually also contain redox signaling molecules, our Renew 28 Revitalizing Body Gel and our Renew Advanced Intensive Redox Serum. We also have a beautiful Gentle Refining Cleanser. It's a foamy cleanser. It is one of my favorite products. And then we have a really lovely ultralight replenishing moisturizer. It's not for any particular skin type. It's suitable for any skin type. No nasties. It is absolutely an amazing range. So we actually do make less redox molecules as we age, and this is why our skin starts to look like this. By age 50, our skin cell renewal slows down to a crawl, and it slows down by 200% or more. Healthy skin cells replace themselves every 28 days when we're younger. But once we reach 50, that really does slow down. Independent clinical studies with ASEA have actually shown this. Just using Renew 28 and all of the Renew Advanced range, you have an increase in smoothness of 23%, an improvement in facial texture by 22%, increase in elasticity by 20%, and this one is amazing, improvement in overall wrinkles by 23%, and an increase in skin moisture by 11%. In this clinical study, 100% of the participants saw noticeable differences in lots of things. Another company did an independent clinical study on a skin blood flow analysis. And it showed that applying Renew 28 to an area actually increases the blood flow by 49% to that area within 15 minutes of the first application. That's pretty incredible. And after 96 hours into that study of applying Renew 28 twice a day, night and morning, that skin blood flow had actually increased up to 55%. Now, think about the benefits of increased blood flow. Healthy and radiant skin, even complexion, relief from dry skin, stretch mark reduction, decreased appearance of cellulite, reduction in appearance of veins, better circulation in the hands and feet. That's pretty important for some people, and reduced swelling and water retention. Renew 28 is truly an incredible product. It also can relieve muscle discomfort. Many people report benefits from applying Renew 28 3 times in 5 minutes to an area that is hurting. So if you have somewhere on your body that is hurting, and you may have some inflammation there, if you apply Renew 28 3 times in 5 minutes, within a few minutes after that, 90% to 95% of people will say they feel a reduction in their discomfort. This is another independent clinical study done by Dermatest, and it has been clinically proven to reduce cellulite. These are untouched photos by Dermatest, and you can see the difference. Absolutely amazing. So these are results of applying Renew 28 twice a day just for 28 days. And overall, we can see decreases in wrinkles, in stretch marks, in cellulites, and other signs of aging, and all simply using your body's natural renewal processes. And seeing is believing with Renew 28, and so is feeling is believing when you apply Renew 28 3 times in 5 minutes to an area of discomfort. And you can see here the changes. They are quite dramatic. They really are. Necks, eye wrinkles, scars, scarring, wrinkles around the mouth. Yeah, it truly is an incredible product. Just quickly touch on our ASEA supplement range. We have an incredible supplement range, just a small range. But are your supplements doing what you think they're doing? Are they actually getting into your cells where they are needed? Because a lot don't. A lot of them are just not formulated to actually do that. So ASEA is the pathway to long-term wellness. We have ASEA Source, and Source is a whole food micronutrient complex with some amazing ingredients. We have our wonderful Biome, which is a prebiotic with a probiotic. We also have our Life Max, which is a really wonderful lifestyle and vitality formula. And then we have our Great Omega, which is an oil, sustainably fished, no fishy aftertaste. One of the only ones that I've been able to take without. I think there's been one other that was from a naturopath that didn't make me feel sick, but this certainly does not. There is no fishy aftertaste. And they are all formulated to work beautifully with our ASEA Redox. They are NFR in Australia, which means, of course, you can't buy them in Australia, but if you have an ASEA account, you can actually order them through your account from America. So we really do have complete cellular health. We live and die at the cellular level, and our bodies are in a constant state of breakdown and repair. So if you can imagine that the food you eat, all the beautiful nutrients you get out of the good food that you eat, and the supplements that you take are material, because they are the material that your body needs. You can imagine a house, you plonk all the material on a block of land. If the builder doesn't show up, nothing happens. And it's the same thing with our body. This is the material. ASEA Redox is the labor. When the labor shows up and works together with the healthy material that you're putting into your body, things change dramatically. ASEA is the only company in the world to offer the material and the labor to get the work done. But you don't have to take my word for all of this. If you want to look up redox signaling molecules yourself, you can do your own research, but please don't go to Dr. Google. Google is a search engine, not a research engine, and you can put anything you like on Google and people can look it up and people can believe it or not. But if you really want to do some good research on redox signaling molecules, go to Google Scholar and you can type in redox signaling molecules. Use 1L in signaling, you will get more results because that's how they spell it in America. And you can see in 0.03 of a second, quite a few months ago, I got over 1 million results on Google Scholar. And the other place you can go is the US National Library of Medicine. Again, you cannot yourself put things on this page, but scientists and medical professionals can. And again, use the use the search bar and type in redox signaling molecules and see what kind of results you get. So this is www.pubmed.gov. So what's next? If somebody's introduced you here tonight to take a look at this technology or this opportunity, you might be here for your health, or you might be here to look at the opportunity as well. So you can join as a retail customer and pay retail price. That's fine. You can also join as a preferred customer, and as a preferred customer, you need to have an auto ship in place, but you get it for wholesale price and there is no joining fee. You can be part of our Loyalty Rewards program and earn free product. And then the third way to enroll is to enroll as an associate. Again, you get wholesale price. The cost is 60 Australian dollars to open an associate account. You get the chance at a one-time enrollment order where you get some wonderful discounted packs that are available to associates. You also get to be part of our user-friendly auto ship program where you can earn free product. And the last thing you can do if you wish to do as an associate, of course, is have the ability to share ASEA with people and earn an income. So my favourite saying with ASEA is, may you never know what you're preventing by keeping your cells talking. And these are the three products that contain our incredible redox signalling technology. So I'd just like to quickly, a couple of slides, go through the opportunity. Breakthroughs do truly create opportunity, and we have high impact technology that gets results. No other company in the world has it. It's validated by third-party independent science. Everybody needs it today, as you can imagine, and virtually nobody knows about it yet. And of course, we talked about how this is sold. Have a look at this. A lot of people aren't familiar with network marketing. They've heard nasty stories about network marketing, and literally most of those are just not true. These are the industries across the world that are large industries, and the movie industry is 41 billion. The video gaming industry is 108 billion. It is a massive, massive industry. But the network marketing industry is now actually over 200 billion. $200 billion industry, and it pays out well over 200 million US dollars in commissions per day. So when people tell you you can't earn any money in a network marketing company, I truly beg to differ. This is our income disclosure statement. And here are our monthly average incomes. And even at a very low rank, you can be earning close to $400 a week. Now, sorry, close to $400 a month. Now, that's $100 a week into somebody's home. A lot of people's lives would change if they could earn regularly an extra $100 a week. You know, joining ASEA as a business, as an opportunity, truly can change lives, and it does change lives every day. And as you go up the ranks, you can see still here, you know, close to $1,500. That's a lot of money. And having that coming in a month lets families have extra groceries, put, you know, clothes on children, pay for school, save up for a holiday, get things they don't usually get. You don't have to earn the big money. The reality is you can earn the big money if you want. If you want, and if you're prepared to do the work. You can have a supplemental income. You can earnify your boss income. You can have a plan B income, which is what I really needed and am so grateful for. And you can also have a lifestyle income if you so wish. It's totally up to you. Our compensation plan will meet you wherever you are today and take you wherever you want to go. ASEA truly is on the move. We have now been around for 10 years, and we have been through our foundational phase, and we are just moving into our growth phase. And as you can see, we actually doubled in the last couple of years. And 2020, we are still rising, which is really amazing. We are on point to pay $1 billion in commissions by 2025. We are creating strong residual incomes part-time, full-time, or even big time if you should so wish. We have incredible breakthrough redox technology. We cover the health and wellness industry, the athletic performance industry, and the beauty and anti-aging industry, all with a couple of products. Not many companies can say that. We have high impact products that get results. No one else has it, everybody needs it, and no one else knows about it yet. And you can work from anywhere in the world, and I mean anywhere. If you have a phone or a computer and internet access, you can actually do your ASEA job from anywhere in the world. So this is just some of my travels over the last couple of years: Mexico, Malaysia, the Grand Canyon, Galapagos Islands, Ireland, and there has been many, many more trips with ASEA. I get to meet amazing people. This is Verdis Norton, this is Tyler Norton, and this is Dr. Gary Samuelson, the medical atomic physicist that actually stabilized these molecules. And this is just a group of my wonderful, wonderful team when we were in Las Vegas, and we have a lot of fun together. You know, it really is a wonderful industry. You know, the people you work with become like family, and these guys certainly are that for me. I like to finish that a saying that our founder had when he first started, and he still sticks with this today. We are all at the start of something big with great purpose, and right now is the moment that we begin influencing the future. We can change the world. Verdis Norton. And we are changing the world. Imagine the ripple effect that you could have as one life change turns into many around the world, because that is exactly what happens with ASEA. When you start sharing ASEA, it's kind of not about who you know, but who other people know. You introduce somebody, they have a great result, then they tell somebody, and then they tell somebody, and eventually you can end up with people in your business that are all over the world in lots of countries, and that's exactly what does happen. So your future truly is just ahead. Your future, whether it be changing your health or changing your wealth. The decision is up to you. I hope I've helped you make that decision. I hope I've given you the information that you were looking for. So thank you so much for joining me. And for more information, please get back to the person who invited you to this presentation. And we will be back next week with another expert in the house. I'm not sure who it is, but we'll certainly be back next week with another one. So thanks so much for joining me, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.